Now class 9, today history, the age of the Guptas, chapter 7. Chapter 7, page number B66. Now the age of the Guptas. First of all, I want to tell you the background to the rise of the Gupta Empire. The Gupta Empire is one of the very important empire in the history of the world, not only of India but of the history of the world. Now, what was the background to the rise of the Gupta Empire? The Shatavahanas remained a prominent power in northern Deccan for more than 3 centuries. For more than 3 centuries, the Shatavahanas remained a prominent power in northern Deccan. They acted as a stabilizing factor in the Deccan. They gave political unity and economic prosperity to southern India. In the north, the Kushanas emerged as a big political power. Under Kanishka, the Kushana Empire had reached its peak. He was a great conqueror and a patron of Buddhism. Now, Kanishka was a great conqueror and patron of Buddhism. Kanishka was one of very responsible emperor to spread Buddhism. Now, the Shatavahana and the Kushana empires came to an end in the middle of the 3rd century AD. The rise of the Guptas to power was an event of great significance. The Gupta Empire was once brought more unity and peace over nearly the whole of northern India. It was far less extensive than the Mauryan Empire, but was more steady and more enduring. Now, Gupta Empire was more steady and more enduring. Now, B67. The origin of the Guptas is shrouded in mystery. Some ambiguity is there. What was the origin of the Guptas? The founder of the Gupta dynasty was Sri Gupta, who probably was a minor chief. He was followed by his son Ghatatkacha Gupta. After Ghatatkacha Gupta, Chandragupta first came to the throne. Now, sources to reconstruct the age of the Guptas. I told you that in every chapter, the sources to reconstruct the age of that particular dynasty is very important. And in most of the cases, there are 2 sources, literary sources and the archaeological sources. Here the literary sources. There are plenty of sources, both literally and archaeological, about the empire of the Guptas. Now, literary sources. Literally accounts of Phayan. Phayan visited India during the reign of Chandragupta II. He travelled all over India for more than 13 years. On his return to China, he wrote a book called Fo Kyo Ki. The meaning of the book is The Travels of Phayan. He mentions that the city of Pataliputra had 2 grand monasteries, one of the Hinayan and other of the Mahayan. So, first of all, among the literary sources, very important is the literary accounts of Phayan. Phayan visited India during the reign of Chandragupta II. He travelled all over India for more than 13 years. On his return to China, he wrote a book called Fo Kyo Ki. The name of, within bracket you write, The Travels of Phayan. He mentions that the city of Pataliputra had 2 grand monasteries, one of the Hinayan and other of the Mahayan. He felt amazed to see the grandeur of Ashoka's palace, which still existed when Phayan visited Pataliputra. The wealth and prosperity of the capital city deeply impressed him. There was an excellent hospital run by the wealthy citizens of the town. Although the king was a devout Vaishnava, the relations between the followers of various sects were cordial. The people were honest and law-abiding. Were very honest and law-abiding and free from unnecessary restrictions on them. they could go wherever they wanted to go. The criminal law, look at the book B67, the criminal law was mild and the punishment of death remained unknown. Thus, Fayen's narrative helped not only to reconstruct the history of Buddhism but also to know the social, religious, and economic conditions that prevailed in the early years of the 5th century AD. Now, then the other literary works. Besides that, so from the Fayen's book, literary accounts of Fayen, we came to know many things of the city during India during Chandragupta II. Other literary works. Kalidasa was the greatest literary genius of the Gupta period. His work Avigyan Shakuntalam, popularly known as Shakuntala, is regarded as one of the best literary productions of the world. The Smritis also give a lot of information in respect of the Gupta society. Vishakadatta's Devi Chandra Guptam, a Sanskrit drama, relates the early life of Chandragupta II. So after that, the archaeological sources. Today up till this, then you listen carefully other literary works. Kalidasa was the greatest literary genius of the Gupta period. His work Abhigyan Shakuntalam, popularly known as Shakuntala, is regarded as one of the best literary productions of the world. The Smritis also give a lot of information in respect of the Gupta society. Vishakadatta's Devi Chandra Guptam, a Sanskrit drama, relates the early life of Chandragupta II. So today up till this, next day the archaeological sources of the Gupta age. Okay, my students, thank you very much. See you in my next class. Okay, thank you.